Welcome everybody. Today I've got some exciting news to tell you, and I'm going to be rebranding the channel, which if you didn't know was an Age of Sigmar channel that I set up during lockdown, which I haven't touched for quite a long time actually. That was mainly due to going back to work after lockdown and I just didn't have time for it. I also fell out of love with the game. This leads me on to the rebrand, which is going to be Dowie After Dark. So now it's going to be an old world channel, which is going to be based on mainly my experiences with playing the dwarves and the weaker factions at a lot of tournaments. I've mainly been playing at the TSN events. I have been to a couple of other ones, but I would like to share with you all of the experience I've taken away from these, whether it be the tactical nuances of those armies, or potentially some painting tips going forward as well for anyone that wants to kind of get an army ready for an event and doesn't feel like they can get it ready. So the aims of the channel are basically going to be me ranting and raving about the old world, talking about some lore, talking about a lot of tactics, even if I might not be that good at the game, but we'll see. And also a little bit of painting if I can kind of get my desk done. But I am going to be trying to show you in real time tactical moves that you can kind of do on the board with different units, how to face dragons, how to play with dragons, and just kind of loads of little different tactical nuances that you might not have picked up in the rules so far. Like I said, I've been to loads of Rob's events at the TSN. You guys should go to them. They're absolutely amazing events. I think there's one happening this weekend. I am at the one next weekend, so fingers crossed that they're okay with the dwarves. But I have made a load of friends since I've been playing in the tournaments, and to be perfectly honest, if you've ever thought about going into competitive play with Old World, it's just really fun. Like, you can make lots of new friends. I've kind of been, I wouldn't say pushed into making the channel, but I've had a couple of mates. So Max from Barefoot Miniatures and Ed from Close Order, they've kind of given me the nudge that I needed into kind of getting back into the YouTube sphere a little bit. So hopefully we can make some good videos and we can start shaking our axes and drinking our bead and going forward. And hopefully we can get the Dowie on track to be the best army in Old World. And don't worry, it's not only going to be about dwarves, it's because it's focused from my views out just playing this faction. But I am also going to be playing some other factions going forward, and I'm also going to be getting on a lot of guests who play different factions. I mean, some of them are potentially really high up their class players, but I might get on some people that have only just started playing, so we can get some views from people who don't really know the rules and some kind of introspections that they've got about the rules. Going forward with the channel, what we'll be doing is deep dives into the tactics and the army lists that people have been using at events and the stuff that I've been using as well. Now, for the first video that I'll be putting out maybe next week, so this one is going to be a deep dive on how to dominate with the Dowie. This is going to be a series that's going to start with the characters and what heroes you can use, what runes you can put on them, how to give them the best advantage going forward into many of the meta lists that are coming at you. Or if you don't really care about the meta and you just want to play fun games with your friends, then we can kind of work out fun lists that you can put together using those heroes that you've created. This is one of my favorite things about Old World, because you can create so much character into those heroes where you can really create your own lord. And you don't have to sit there and just use something that's been generically created for you. And that's where a lot of the fun comes from in Old World. After that, we're going to be creating videos on what army type you want to use, whether you want to use the Grand Army or that from the journals. Kind of look at the different units and the different kind of ways that you can make those units work for you. This is just going to be my opinions. Some of them you're probably going to think are wrong. I mean, you're probably right, but hopefully we have a good time going through. Now, if I see any of you at any events going forward, or if any of you want to chat to me online, just literally drop me a message. You can either message me on YouTube, or if you can find me on social media, I'll chat to you there. But if I do see you in real life, just come up, say hi, and we can have a chat about some dwarves or about anything to do with the old world. Just don't talk to me about stomps. I hate stomps. Right, take care, guys. Hopefully I will see you in the next few videos. So like and subscribe if you can be bothered. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. So have a great time, and I will see you later. Take care. Bye.